Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. This is Julie with J of Cree Freedom. I would like to thank the Lord and give him credit for blessing me with these words this day that go out to the nations, if they so choose to listen, that uproot and break down, destroy and overthrow, or build and plant. So quick Sunday update. He wasn't there, and God told me he's a little bit mad about me not staying at that event, which I was a little bit mad at God for telling me to leave if it made him mad, but the Lord assures me that that was supposed to happen, but that is a factor in why he didn't show up on Sunday, and maybe I hurt his feelings. That's also in there, so would like to say thank you to the people that are praying for us. The Lord did tell me it's mostly dudes. And if you're a lady listening and you don't have that dude thing where you can that dude skill where you can kind of just chillax about something for a while, then the Lord will be asking you to take a break from the channel for a little while. But I am thankful to the guys who can just kind of wait and see how this is going to all play out. December is turning out to be kind of a nothing month, as the Lord will also mention. And I just kind of realized a lot of other prophets do prayers and stuff on their channel, or they talk about warfare in the spiritual realm. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed at what I've been seeing lately from Vicky Goforth Parnell. She is a very interesting person. I'm not praying the same prayers as she's praying, but I did want to tell y'all what I did decide to pray a couple years ago. And that's just that if I feel the demons, I can't say that I'm at a higher level than anyone because they do get me in my sleep at times. Even though I have leveled up as far as sin goes, there's still, it's like they leveled up too. I think it's like a type of thorn in the flesh, but it's more like a thorn in the spirit. I think the Lord is simply allowing them to come in at this time. So when I'm in my sleep, that's when I'm most vulnerable. But when I'm during the day, if y'all don't realize it, if you get some kind of random thought that comes into your mind, like hatred of someone or something inappropriate, suddenly there could be a demon talking to you. It could be a demon clinging onto you, trying to whisper. Sometimes they scream at you in the spiritual realm. Sometimes they're actually in you, so that's a different thing if you need deliverance. I just would like to share with y'all real quick what I do when I realize during the day, or normally this is what I say. So I just pray, I command anything in the name of Yeshua to get off me right now in the name of Yeshua. I command it to be silent in the name of Yeshua. And I command it to be duct taped to the wall. And I command duct tape in the spiritual realm to go over its mouth. And I command it to stay there for usually just say 24 hours or a few days. Because I know there are laws in the spiritual realm that maybe this thing is allowed to hang around, or it belongs to someone. It has to go back to a witch or a warlock or whatever. There's different laws, so I'm usually not as aware of those laws as I would like to be, but I know that they exist, so I'm not trying to send everything into the abyss. Anyway, I thought y'all might like to hear that, what I do. And don't ask me what that duct tape is. It's just, I imagine it burning and glowing and hurting the demons, but I don't really know. I just know it. That prayer in general works for me. Anyways, I like to make sure that they're silent. So this word is giving more details about the situation with Stefan, even though really nothing has happened in the past couple of weeks, and a little bit more about people at church, some to the pastor, and some to April. And then, of course, there are some of you that fit in with some of these messages, and some of you that are a bit frustrated with what's happening with this channel. He will also mention it. I am frustrated as well. It's been almost 2 years. I know I keep saying 1 year, 2 years. I'm being very strict when I say those things. So if I say I haven't talked to Stefan in 1 year, it's actually more 2 years, but I did try to approach him 3 times in 2022. So then I say, oh, I haven't approached him in 1 year. But the truth is it's almost 2 years. So we will get into the message. Yeah, hun, think collapse, bruh, and soon, dog, of all that you... Oh, it's time, folks. It's finally time for him to see it for himself, boys. If she's all so called in love with... Knows it, bloke. My blokester of the hour, and he winked. Bruh, that she's all... Well, hatred, folks, and whether or not he goes to hell... And that, dear ones, is the determining factor in her heart at this point, bruh. Who she will so-called let in the door of her... Okay, yeah, I meant to say, especially if you have a history of abuse, in your family or emotional abuse, it is very tempting to pray for people. But if God doesn't want you wasting your breath in your prayers or your heart. And God has released me from my whole family, my physical family, and He will be bringing me into a new family. Psalm 68, the Lord places the lonely in families. That is my hope. The Lord told me, I don't remember, it was either last year or 2 years ago, He's like, you can stop praying for Max. That was a burden lifted from me, that He told me he's going to hell. This is the first time that I openly share this information. There are other people He's revealed it to, but only if my heart is in the right place, He will reveal it to me. Like, don't pray. He's like, you can stop praying for that person. But there are some people that you would not even think have potential, but they do. So, just be open-minded who and what the Lord places on your heart to pray for. So, let's see. So it says, none of them, bruh, are actually knocking on her doors to see, and Lord, is this hot little chick over here really from you, Lord? 'Cause if so, I think I'll not, doll. And basically no one, sis, is looking anymore for, so no wonder you, doll, and all that you can so-called bring to the table for them of dirty, sis. So the motives of the loyalty deep down, bruh, at this time are pretty gross by now, doll. If you catch she catching it, dog, that you just all not going away at this point in your life, sis, so just hang in there for me, dogs, my non-doggies of the hour, and he winked. I see ya, bro. I see ya, dog, and in general accolades, son, for non-dealing with the muchness at the moment in your life that's, well, women, bro. Okay, this is to a specific person, I'm not mentioning your name, but also if you happen to be a wealthy Christian man, this will apply to you as well. They for sure an unreasonable, difficult, ain't it, bro? To get them there ladies on fire for you in past times, bro. To stop clamoring for no amount of guilt, bro, in the spiritual realm would be worth. And the Lord was gonna do a long thing, but I wrote it down real quick. No amount of money in the spiritual realm would be worth taking on a money grabber lady as a wife just to have sex, legal sex. That was what I wrote, those words. Back to his words. Well, she said it, dog. What I was about to hint to you slightly, bruh. And, dog, did I say the whole world or not? Well, he's referring to that verse, you don't want to gain the world and lose your soul. His words again. My non-doggy of the hour, just thinking it on my A at times, sillily blokes, that you just... A whole year, bruh. And yeah, dog, my non-doggy papster of the hour, bruh. So I mean a whole God-condemned year of training folks with me, whispering it into her ear, bro, of off, chick. You'll for sure, hun, need to stay off, away from, and down from humping his legs there in the beginning of it all, chick, as you begin to see me, boys. She's gonna for sure be recognizing me finally, bro, in his... Oh, I'm there, folks. Just, well, efforts, dear ones, in life, and whether you can stay away from so-called the witches in life, dear ones, and how they seem to, well, bewitching you at times, chick, with their kind as F words to you, sis, of, just careful, doll, believe in all that you so-called hear of my truth, folks, and whether or not it does, blokes, absolument, folks, reside in these wisest F words to her, bruh, guiding her through the persecution of a lifetime, folks. But can she? She can't, bruh, or he would. Yeah, doll, think they're running away from they. Sick as F at times, A words, chick, until you. Yeah, so that might come out a little bit later. I am slightly thankful he wasn't there the past 2 weeks at church, because there was a situation. Next section. But, well, crazy, son. So the loyalty in this hour, bruh. Think you're pretty much crazy as F for taking on a, without checking out her, Oh, it there, dog. It there with me in the so-called spiritual realm, son. Her so-called cred with me, folks. Building up for her, spilling forth into her blessings, folks. And yeah, dog, my dog in the spiritual realm for this one, bloke, thinking she all just never had them dear ones like this, blokes. Peace on all sides. Not, bro. Not much peace at all operating in her life, boy. When she walks out that so-called suite to her door and sees the doors in life, boys, and whether you so-called open them up to closed, bruh, you for sure need to close that so-called door into the spiritual realm you've opened up of the dark side, bro. Yeah, son of mine, for this here thinking, bruh, that they basically want to just get, well, you, bruh. You for sure right as F when you say, well, what do you say it for me, dog, that we keep a few cute as F things to say about her, sis, by now, doll. So it's true, hon, so it's true. Okay, he didn't finish that sentence, but he meant, like, stay silent, because you signal to the demonic. Every time you talk or sing a song, you signal to the demonic what you're thinking. But, well, details, blokes, of all that and, well, heaven, dear ones. It'll for sure be the place where you can pick their brains of, oh, he'll be there, bruh. Be there right by her side, folks, of, well, protection bloke and all it can do for a man to see. Oh, she cute, son, and she for sure needs some protection, bro, someday from him, dog. But for now, well, me, son. So me, myself, and I, folks, are gonna please pray for them, dear ones, in the cutest, simplest love, dear ones, as felt and abused as F in the spiritual realm by these so-called love me Christian blokes. But do they, dog? Okay, side note before I forget about the prayer, what did God say? God said that he's putting shotgun shells into Stefan's eyes so that he could see me for who I am. Like precision. I think of the precision of a shotgun with the scope. I'm really hoping for that. And God is very specific to me to simply be myself. In the past, I ran away from the church if I was crying. I did that in December, I think, or end of November. And God is telling me now, he's like, even if you start crying at church, you're going to stay. You need to stay, and he needs to see who you are. So there's a portion of me that's very scared to show him that side, because I know the emotional stuff scares him away. But then there's a portion of me that likes the idea of being seen for who I am. But if he could see me for who I am, and I know some of you do, and that's why you choose to pray for us, I do appreciate that. And of course, God sees you through these Rhema messages, and I suppose some of you have experienced that. So thank you for your prayers. Back to the message. So he's talking about the guys at church. They do, bruh. Keep as far as F away from her. Too hot to touch or handle a, bruh, until they see it for themselves, dog. But, well, killing 'em, dog, all at the same time, folks, to know that. So I think this here is scared as shiza of us so-called Christian people, and for good reason, bruh, is, well, so tired of it, dog, having people all up on her, bro, and quick, son, if she were to go to the train stations in life, blokes, and whether they produce the so-called results oh, she waiting for him, bruh, each so-called week to see if, a long one, bruh, she finally had another long series of December as F's sakes, weeks, bruh, of waiting for, and Lord, you really gonna place me in a family someday that actually cares for me, sis? Or am I gonna just, oh, she wasting away, bruh, ain't no joke about that, son. Son of mine, for this thinking it on her own finally, and sillily, folks, that, yeah, boy, so I guess I'll just marriedly waste away before you're very sick for this F's sake, bruh, watching me die my die until you, yeah, bruh, think just one married as F day for her in life, bruh, and her silly as F, at times thoughts, bruh, thinking she'll just, yeah, bruh, think killing over on day 2 of the marriage, and, well, he winked, not, bruh, for sure not what I have in mind at all for her folks when I say, and I've been telling her this one for fast all of 2 years, folks, so just calm down for me, bruh, when I say, adore, bruh, and yeah, son, so I mean to his hearty heart, folks. So she's about to walk through that sick in her view still, boys, if we still all in this here room's sakes are honest with ourselves, bro. And, well, the gray area, bro, and all that it so-called represents with her, bruh. Yeah, dog, so I'm finally saying it, son. Just embrace it first, bruh, before you. The walking away from a truly prophetic as hell child of mine. All her life, folks. All her life, dear ones. She could just sense it, dear ones. Deep down that, yeah, boys, so I think I'm made for much more than just, yeah, bruh, think prize cow, prize breeding machine for the, yeah, bruh, think basically the only thing her dear for this mother-in-law's thinking it on her daily, bruh, that she just a non sequitur, so no wonder she, forgive her, bruh, for not wanting to go to a Party of a lifetime, blokes, with him, if she'll but just see. Oh, she sees him, dog. Sees that he just must be covering up a big old dong in the sky to her. At this point, bloke, playing that. And well, F him, Lord, for only coming to church when he... Yeah, so Stefan, side note, Stefan only comes to church when he's like playing guitar. Like, he never shows up and it's just like a real, a real person in the audience. He has to be on stage or he's not coming at all. Which that really gets on my nerves, but I hope he'll change that someday. Not, dear ones, not really trying to diss her, bruh, but well, hurt finally, son, at all that she won't. The embracing, dear ones, of something false, and well, if this is you today, sis, and you just can't seem to pray for a break, dear ones, and yeah, dolls, so I mean, silence, finally, sis, of all that she... Later, dear ones, just come back so-called later than you expected for all this to work out on her. Her too. Oh, it's for sure, her too, sis. Wishing it on my A fast daily, folks. And that's yeah, Papa. My big bad Papa in the sky for this one, bruh. So I just actually wish it finally, bruh, that'd you just let me be all prideful as F anyway, bruh, and let me receive it in advance. One or two, dear ones, but well... Him, my loves, he's for sure as F delayed. Alright, next section. Oh, she gets it, bro. Gets it by now, folks, that there's a few things in life she killing it, bro, with that B wordy as F attitude, folks. She just can't seem to. Doesn't know how to, bro. Yeah, dear one, so I speak of keeping up appearances today, folks. But, well, him, bro. And a little bit of... Yeah, bruh, thank good old you, bruh. Getting back to your with her, and well, please, bruh, don't be that patronizing as F at times, or so he thinks. Yeah, bruh, so I speak of, it's a man whose name starts with E. Today, dude. And well, is he not, bruh? He is, dog, my non-doggy of the hour, and he winked. The real one, she. Mentioning names, dear ones, of all that you... Just time, doll. Give her some real as F. The so-called thought of Christy Christmas, folks, without any Christians around me, dear ones, this year is killing me, folks, for them all in a bad way, blokes, so I think I'll just... Yeah, dog, so it adjust. Adjusting her planny plans, folks, each day, dear ones, to try to avoid, well, abusers, bro, in the slickest, simplest... Her, bro. It's her to a T, son. So just when you think you got her all pegged of, don't, bruh. Let's for sure try not to. Secrets to the max, bruh, of all that she... Not all of them, bloke, but well, they for sure as F don't want to talk to me, Lord, so I might as well. Yeah, bruh, think written off in her mind, dear ones, in the sweetest, simplest... Oh, she forgives them, bro. And yeah, son of mine. My true son in the faith for this here thinking of... Yeah, bruh, think right away, my loves. Ready to drop all plans and go. Plans, bruh. Yeah, dog, so you're right, chick, so you're right, folks. This dear little gal of mine ain't got much contingency plans, dear ones, for how she's gonna deal with. And me, my loves, she's for sure putting all her Julie eggs in the basket of... And, Lord, so you think it for me, bloke, my blokey blokester in the sky, for this one, folks. And a jokester, too, for all this lonely as F's sakes in my life. Can't get no break of... But I won't go that so-called swift route to the jugular on your... yeah, I don't call the... Just side note, I don't call the Lord a bloke, but he's always, like, digging up the dregs of, like, the bottom of my heart, what I would say to him if I was totally honest, so that's what he's talking about here. Oh, she killing me, folks, and it's killing me finally deep down to see her flounder in her flounder of... Really, Lord? Another month of silence, bruh, all just 'cause you told me to pop my brazen as F in his view A up and off that bench, just so I could. Not, dear ones, not brazen at all, chick. Yeah, another side note, I do not talk like this in real life. I do not say these things. I only say these things on this YouTube channel. And even someone who may know me in real life, I would not talk about half of this stuff. I just read what the Lord wants me to share. Just, well, squish dear ones down into the silency and non-abusive as F this Christmas again, folks, so it's true. Dear ones, so it's true. And would she She would, dear ones, so it's true, folks, so it's true. Rather sit there in the silence of a meal with so-called bread, than sit at the richest, full-filled, abusive as F, tabley table of a mother-in-law who, sick, dear ones, with all the gamey games she's played in life through, and well, attention, son, my true son in the faith, for this thinking boy, thinking she just needs some. I wasn't sure what word. I got two words right here. She just needs some abusive as F attention of, and he also said, thinking she just needs some loving as F attention of. Oh, she need it, bruh. Just well, loathe, son, to draw all eyes to, and a reaction bloke to something that. Okay, y'all are the only ones that know also about my thorn in the flesh. He is mentioning that at the moment. Oh, you sick doll, just not well. F them, sis, at times for judging you so harshly for. Oh, yeah, so the thorn in the flesh results in me being overheated, basically. So I just say that's from having kids, that my body changed after I had kids, which is true. I'm just wearing clothes that look more like spring than winter, because it's like, it's in the 40s here, but I'm dressing more like for the 70s, 60s or 70s. So I am looking a little bit different, and I did get at least one comment on Sunday about that. F them, sis, at times for judging you so harshly for, oh, you different chick, to all that he. The wishes you have in life, blokes, and whether you can turn them all over to me, bruh. Just try a little harder for me, bruh, to give all that you, into my capable, And am I, doll, the so-called capable as F God who. Safety, doll. You for sure need some safety as F covering under. But no, doll, not a man, sis. And well, next lifetime, hun. So you think you could wait for me, chick? And just. Oh, you a handful, sis. But well, love, dear ones. As for sure felt unmensch, verdammt schwer at times, bruh. To see a hurting sister in Christ, bruh, and all her Salisbury glory of. The sales, dear ones, in life, and whether you. Really, doll. Gotta just faux show, get those sweet to you, or so you think, items now, doll, or you'll but just. Yeah, dear ones, think imploding on my A. A little bit more each day, dear ones, as she. Loves you, bruh, but all at the same time. But well, excuses, dear ones, and whether we can really slickly pull off the ignoring of. Oh, they flying out the window, bruh, right when you all fly your fly to. That rapture scene, doll, and whether you can so-called give it into my capable as F hands, chick, of, I see you, bruh, and in general, no, dog, my non-doggy of the hour, till now, or so you think. Nah, son. Not, son. It's for sure not time to tuck tail and run. Seize it, dog. All the so-called power she. But well, not, son, and sad as F at times, bro, to feel so isolated, bruh, in the middle of. Well, church, dear ones, it for sure don't fit the abusive as F definition it's supposed to. Me, dear ones, true as F fellowship in Christ is actually found. Okay, this ending kind of could go for y'all too, I think. So it says, at the very end, love you, dear ones, and yeah, doll, so I mean a big one, sis, as you. Yeah. And the Lord started, giving me. He give me a small kiss on the cheek. It's like that greeting Paul talks about. It's how people greet each other in Austria. So he'd do the small kiss on the cheek. In Austria, they do 2 kisses, but he just does 1 usually. Or he'll give me a hug as he leaves. So that's kind of nice. So at least twice a week, I get a hug from somebody. And I ask the girls sometimes too if I need it, but I try not to do that too much to them because they. Josie, she's she don't even like me to give her a kiss usually. She's like, ew, no. Or she's only cuddly if she's sick. So it's usually little Marzi that I get a hug from at times. All right. I was looking for the prophecy about Yeshua when he was born, but I guess Luke is the only one that really had that really long passage. Anyway, today I'm going to read y'all from Matthew chapter 2, the visit of the Magi. Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, also known as Herod the Great, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem asking, Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and have come to worship him. When Herod the king heard this, he was disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. So he called together all the chief priests and scribes of the people and asked them where the Christ was to be born. They replied to him, "In Bethlehem of Judea, for this is what has been written by the prophet Micah. And you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are not in any way least among the leaders of Judah, for from you shall come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel." Then Herod secretly sent for the Magi and learned from them the time the star appeared. Then he sent them to Bethlehem, saying, "Go and search carefully for the child, and when you have found him, report to me so that I too may come and worship him." After hearing the king, they went their way, and behold, the star, which they had seen in the east, went on before them, until it came and stood over the place where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced exceedingly with great joy. And after entering the house, they saw the child with Mary his mother, and they fell down and worshipped him. And then after opening their treasure chests, they presented to him gifts fit for a king, gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And having been warned by God in a dream not to go back to Herod, the Magi left for their own country by another way. God bless. Alright. That was loaded. No need to talk about it.